Eurovision 2018 is back! Welcome back to me, a Eurovision Bear. Today's video is going to be about the artists that have been announced already. There's 4 in all so far, and the video is just going to be about who the 4 are and a bit about them from what I found out. So when you're ready, we'll go with the one that was chosen first. Now, Belgium was the first country that picked, and they did this at the end of September. Now, usually nothing happens quite as soon as this, usually, so it came as a bit of a surprise. But anyway, the artist that was chosen, her name is Laura Grunsigen. I probably pronounced that wrong. I'm probably going to do a lot of this now back in season, but it's great to be back. Now, she's a sort of a modern pop jazz singer, and I've watched a few other videos and she sounds, pretty good, and seems she should be able to cut it live, and so it should be interesting to see what Belgium do as a choice of song for her. I mean, Belgium recently have been doing pretty well at Eurovision. I mean, in 2017 show came 4th, even though the performer Blanche herself wasn't fantastic or nervous doing it live, but it still got quite a good result for them. So maybe they're investing in a female singer, and we'll just have to see how that goes. Now, the next country to announce was Finland, and this was a bit more of a story to it. They have picked Sara Aalto. Now, Sara has entered the Finnish selection process twice and came runner-up both times. Last time was in 2016. Now, since she did that, she came over to the UK to appear in the UK X Factor series, and she came runner-up in that as well. She seems to be doing runner-up in everything at the minute. It seems to be her niche, always coming second. So after and while the show was going on, a lot of UK fans were suggesting maybe, just maybe, she could represent the United Kingdom in Lisbon next year. And, people getting quite excited by it. It could be possible. And then suddenly Finland announced that Sara had been chosen, and they'll pick 3 songs for her, and they'll do a national final for it, and there'll be international jury as well as the public will vote for the song. Now, this is a bit unusual for Finland, and I suppose they're trying to, in a way, then improve their own results. Last year they didn't get to and they've not been getting to the final for quite some time, and I think Finland have been hearing about how well she has done in England and gave an offer she couldn't refuse. So they probably thought, oh, wait a minute, the UK people seem to be really interested in her, maybe we'll just offer her a trip and do it. And it seems they've done it that way, which is a bit surprising, as they already set up the way they normally do it, with people submitting songs, and they had done that and they were going through the process. Then it seemed to be quite a change of heart. But apparently the reason behind it was that the songs that came weren't very good and things like that. I'm not particularly sure that's particularly true, for me anyway. I think the Sara Aalto thing was, she's doing really well in England, in the United Kingdom. Tell you what, we'll nab her, and why wouldn't you want to represent your own country when you've tried a couple of times to do so? But I'm hoping it's going to be a ballad, because I think that's quite a niche, and in the UK shows the ballads went down well, and I think it would help with the UK at the time. But obviously Finland have took it on board, so it'd be interesting to see what sort of song she gets to sing. Next one up was Azerbaijan. Now, they picked an artist called Aysel. Now, she's very much similar to Laura, like a modern jazz singer. Now, I have seen some of the clips, and she's got a really great voice, and she can cut it live. But my only concern about her and Belgium, that the thinking you're going to do something different to Salvador that happened this year. That I think with Eurovision, sometimes it used to have a knack of when a Tip Tapper song won, then the year after everyone else would try and do the same, thinking that's how they're going to win. A good prime example, Lordi in 2006. They won by quite a landslide, and when they held it the year after, not everyone, but a lot of people were sending rock type songs, and that wasn't the reason they won. They won because they were so different, they stood out, the way they were dressed, everything else. It's about, I suppose, the uniqueness of the song, not and them, than anything else. So I'm hoping that even though both will do probably very nice songs, I'm just hoping they may have a bit more of an edge or something a bit different. But if they do the jazzy thing, maybe it's a good idea. Maybe it will do well. So last but not least was the Netherlands. And they always announce their act around this time of year. Now, before they did, on the day of announcement, the TV channel behind their entry decided to put a teaser video out to see who it is. Now, people in the Netherlands probably instantly cottoned on to who it was. I didn't straight away, so a friend of mine sort of told me who it was, and it turns out it's Waylon. Now, Waylon does have Eurovision history, and he was part of the duo The Common-Nets that came run up to Conchita, and has been their best position for quite a while. So he has been chosen to represent them, and I'm wondering if they're thinking, well, he was part of the duo that gave their best result for quite some time, and maybe with that in mind, it may help get a better result or even win for them. But I think if that's the case, they need to have a very good song to beat Calm Before the Storm, because it was a unique song and it was different. So I'm not quite sure musically in what direction it's going to go, but I suppose they just want to improve on the OG results. I mean, they did pretty well for them, but it will be interesting to see what they decide to do with him. So that's it for now. Now, obviously, there will be more videos in the coming weeks now we're back in season. Now, if you're first time watching me or coming back again after my little break, you can watch all my other videos, subscribe to my channel. This particular season I've introduced Instagram, and I'm a Eurovision Bear on there, and also a Facebook group called Eurovision Bear, and you can join it to follow the news that we'll be putting up, bits and bobs like that, some of the things that might not cover in the videos like I'm doing. So, thank you for watching, and I will see you again with another video. Take care now, see you later, bye!